It seems very lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like it a lot.
Okay, we should be back now.
Back and we're better.
I hope so.
That's guys. I'm gonna keep it honest. I'm a little bit after finishing 587 remake. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm feeling I feel a little empty. You know,
Empty good way, empty bad way.
no empty and like I just wish it never ended. You know.
All right.
What do you guys have on the seconds of like left over on the stream for you guys?
I got 3.
3?
I got 21.
Yeah, I'm at 19. Dang.
Oh, it just.
Man, I'm trying to refresh to see if I can get. Yeah, no, I'm at 12. 10 seconds. Exclusive.
All right.
Snap. Go, guys.
There it is.
It's happening.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. Interesting.
Hell yeah.
4K.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I didn't see Switch on the bottom.
I think it said PS4 Pro, Xbox One, and PC. I think is what it said.
Yep.
I think, yeah. It looks great. It looks great.
Yeah.
I wonder if they retained the original sound. Like, were they able to do that? To get like the original soundtrack? Oh, absolutely.
With licenses and all that.
100%.
Yeah, I wonder.
I feel like that's definitely a hard thing to do.
Activision.
Also, this definitely was one of the like classic. How do they frame it? I envisioned said like one of our renowned past games or whatever. September 4th.
There's the big news. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1
Okay.
and 2 is coming back for a brand new remaster. Hey, everyone, it's Jeff Keighley, and this is an exciting Summer Game Fest announcement of that news. And to talk a bit about it right now, we've got 2 very special guests joining us. Of course, the one and only Tony Hawk and Jen from Vicarious Visions, who did the incredible Crash Bandicoot remaster, and are now teaming up with Tony to bring Pro Skater back, which is a much requested thing to have happen. Tony, this is exciting. I know it's been I think 4 or 5 years since the last time you guys did a game. This is what everyone I think wanted, right? Was like rolling back the clock to the originals and bringing it forward. How did this come about?
It's been there's been a lot of requests over the last few years. I would say even over 5 years, and I could just sense it ramping up, especially as we approach the 20th anniversary of the release of the first THPS. And I was talking to Activision about some other stuff, about some charity events, and the idea was just like, why don't we remaster this? And
Tony Hawk's a legend.
when it came from them, I said, you don't
Don't just say
understand how
that.
many people have asked me that.
Honestly,
And I
Has
try
to
to
be said.
explain to them that
has to be said.
I don't have a team of coders behind me that I can just go make this happen. And they said, yeah, let's get on
Now I'm
it.
like, man, guys,
And
do
they
I mess
immediately
around and just
tapped
get it?
Vicarious
Like
Visions,
September.
and
What we got September?
off we went.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, I mean, we
honestly,
have Cyberpunk and Avengers. Yes.
the end product
Yeah,
is
Avengers.
way better than
Stacks.
ever.
Yeah, Cyberpunk too.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
when
stacked.
I first saw it,
But
I
if
was
this
so
is not a
excited that
$60
it
game.
was,
Oh, if it's not 60,
what
I'm
VV always
totally
does,
buying
which
it.
kind of
Yeah.
honoring
Yeah,
the
for sure.
tradition of the game, but
I can't see
obviously
this being $60.
fully upgrading it, and not just the
We're
could do that.
thinking
graphics,
that
also,
we're
like,
thinking that nice
the
40.
controls.
I can see
how it
them saying
feels.
60 because it could be
moving,
2 games,
20
but
years forward in time. Jen,
Did I
this
lose
is,
audio for them?
again, VV has
Nope,
done
I
a lot
still
of
got
great
him.
things over the history of the company, but
Sorry,
now
man.
it's like you guys are known for really these, amazing kind of, remasters of beloved franchises. This is, a very different game than Crash. Can you tell us a bit about how you approach this one?
Hate to see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, we're fans too.
It's
VV has been
Vicarious
involved
Visions,
with
right? That's
working on
doing
Tony
this.
Hawk games for years, starting
Yeah,
with
Vicarious.
many of the Nintendo handhelds,
Okay.
and a number of us have been involved for the lifetime of the series. We had a number of people that came over from Neversoft. Myself, I produced 3 of the games, so you start with that fandom. Good things will happen, and so in approaching this, the number one thing for us was to get it to feel right. It's got to be a high quality game that feels like you remember it. So we started with the
This
Neversoft
is the team
engine,
that did
looking at the Neversoft
the
code
Insane
base for
trilogy.
the handling, brought
Yeah,
that over.
yeah.
Also looked at the level layouts and bringing over the geometry as a starting point, and then you upgrade everything from there, from the animations to the high res graphics, to those quality of life improvements that modern gamers expect. So it's a complete package for the fans who are just really aching for the nostalgia of these original games.
Yeah, and this is so many years later, as Tony said, like 20 plus years. So even the nature.
Oh,
of
yep. We got
how you
pricing.
control and play the game has
At least
changed so
on
much, because
Epic
you
Store
remember,
pre-order.
Tony, I mean, the old gamepads. I mean, it's like analog sticks weren't even a thing. So it's like, I imagine that was a lot of what you had to think about, is like how can you play this with new, more sophisticated controllers that give you so much more granularity when you're playing.
Yeah, well, we've
What do you
had
got on
experience with
pricing,
doing
Kev?
this before,
Yeah.
but certainly,
there's the base version, which is $40, and there's the deluxe, which is $50. So
that way.
That's
You
me.
can
Perfect
certainly
pricing.
do that.
Perfect
if you
That
wanna
sounds
do
about right.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, for
newer
sure.
players are used to playing on the analog sticks, and quite
Because I feel
frankly,
like,
analog is not
in a
as
similar vein
precise.
that like what's like
we
a
had to
chill
spend a
game,
good
I'd say,
amount of
like
time iterating and thinking
kind of
about,
sorta. I would
okay, how do
no, I
we
guess
make it so
more
it's just
so
forgiving enough
like a Death
that it
Stranding
understands
esque,
what you're
where like it's
trying to
pretty
do,
laid back
but
and
you still
like
have the
the mechanics of it
challenge.
are actually like relaxing, intuitive. Is that kind of how
Yeah,
Pro
Tony,
Skater
you've had that.
felt like to you
I'm
guys
sure.
back in the day?
Well, I was going to say, because Tony, you've had so many years of
Like,
going
will it
through,
like fulfill that
different
niche,
controllers.
or is it a little
when
bit
we
like a
revealed
different
the board together
type of
when you did that?
experience?
You've been sort of through
Like, well, I didn't
everything.
play Death
When
Stranding,
you
so I can't speak to
stepped
that.
into this
But
to work
I
with
would say
Right.
it's
VV, can you maybe talk
it's definitely
a bit
like a
about
sports
the
game, but
collaboration
it's
and
not like
how you
obviously
were,
an
how you
NBA
were
or
getting
Madden
feedback
sort of
and sort of
sports
where
game,
you wanted
right?
to take the game? You said still be rooted in the history
Honestly,
of it, but
it's
obviously
just one of
updated
those games
to
you play
today's,
almost on the soundtrack
standards
and just
or
kind of mess
quality of
around.
life, as Jen said.
I see.
So it is definitely
Yeah, I
it's a
would
laid
say
back
the basis of
experience
it
for
was
sure.
the
Interesting. Because
does
I
it
know for me on the
feel
DS, like it was more like, okay, like let's try and do that same trick but get a higher combo, or like let's try and like chain these combos together. Like that was kind of like I think the appeal that I had
and attempts
with
at bringing this
Downhill
back.
Jam.
And so when they finally got the feel, and it didn't take them very long, they are really good at what they do.
And there's gonna be a demo too.
And
That's
it's
exciting,
obviously
If you
'cause, like,
pre-order. Yeah, there's the warehouse
so
demo.
when I started
I feel
playing
like
it,
with these
felt-
games,
felt like
the
same
way it
response,
feels is
felt
so
like the tricks,
important.
they
You
weren't
know?
the same, yet
It sounds
the
yeah.
visuals were
It definitely makes sense on
way
paper.
over the top. I mean, they're
It looks
they're
really cool to see it
exponentially better,
side by side,
obviously,
or
with the
go back and
systems,
forth to the original
but
versus the
they're
remake.
even better because
It looks
they've
cool. It
spent
looks
the
dope.
time
It looks
to
really
get
really
these
well done.
levels and to get these maps looking like photorealistic.
Can you guys maybe talk
They haven't said
about
anything about next gen, have they?
obviously
Just
online
like
is a big
straight
part of
current
it,
gen.
No.
Right now?
but what is
Okay.
new or
I
different
think it's
about
just been
this
current gen.
game that you've added to sort of the the core architecture of the original two?
Well, of course, online gaming is
Are
naturally an
one and
expectation
two
from
looked
the
at as
modern
beloved
gamer.
in
So
the
of
series?
course we've got
2
got
definitely
all of your
is.
favorite modes
2
from
definitely is. Okay.
I
multiplayer
can't speak
that
to
are
1,
now
but 2,
online.
I believe that
It's
is the
interesting
one that
because I
people,
think actually split
in
screen's
terms of
still
like
kind
Pro
of a
Skater,
novelty these days.
people
So
love
we're
number 2
bringing that
specifically.
back. All of your favorite modes again. You can
So
play
not
on the
like
couch
3
with
or
your
4,
friends and
or like 3 and 4
hopefully
are just
one
are
day
they
invite them
I
over.
think people like 3 and 4.
Hopefully soon.
okay?
You know,
And
but of course
as
we all
far as
know
other
Tony
things
Hawk's
that you can
Underground,
play
the best
online,
Tony Hawk game.
we also have
We'll throw
Create
that
a
out there.
perk that has been improved. Now you
Shout
can
to the elephant behind her in
post
the camera.
your levels online, have your friends play
Oh
them.
yeah.
You can share
Shout out
them
to
online,
elephant.
let them take over and customize them even further. So it's a pretty robust offering of things you can do with your friends out there.
Are you gonna have sort of like any new tricks or secrets or anything, Tony, like that you wanted to kind of put into these classic levels? I mean, people don't necessarily want them touched, but also I think there's probably some fun. I mean, is there anything kind of new that you said, hey, like I wanna switch this out, or something that's bugged you from 20 years ago that you're like, let's change that out?
There are some polished moves, but I was trying to stay as true as we could to the original. So besides the visuals,
Christian, can the
obviously
stream hear me though?
responsiveness, we stayed pretty
Just
true
kidding. I
to
can't
the
tell you. I
tricks
can't hear.
and the maps, and so
All right,
I
I'm
don't
good.
wanna mess with
I
that
can
too
hear you
much.
now.
I feel like
Oh, okay, dope.
Don't know what
I
happened.
think they're going to be so excited to play exactly as they remember it, but in this new visual field.
Yep.
That's where we want to land.
Yeah, no, and you yeah.
I was gonna say, I think what's maybe fresh to these two titles is that you'll have a full suite of tricks to play with from even the latter THPS series, because when we talk to fans and we ask them, what do you remember about these games, and it's really being that skateboarding superhero, doing those crazy endless lines. So we needed tricks like Revert, which came in later, so that you can chain together your tricks. So we added those back into the mix. So I'm really looking forward to seeing people, skate in the warehouse, but do some super crazy high combos.
Jack, do you think there's gonna be
So
like
I get
guest
confused
characters?
all the time because when I talk about the
Totally, dude.
series, and
I remember
always say,
in
when we introduced
Underground,
Revert in
they had
THPS
Iron
2,
Man.
which was not
Yeah.
in THPS 2,
And this is before I even
it's
knew
like
who
I
Iron
don't
Man
wanna
was.
remember a
So I was
time
like, who's this
Wait, they
guy?
had Iron Man like
Yeah.
in the suit and everything?
Oh yeah, big
So,
time.
Okay.
I did
That's dope.
Thug
What?
2,
That's
I
really
think,
cool.
had like Wolverine and Darth Maul.
It came in 3.
Yeah.
What?
I think
Yep.
what happens is you start playing. And
I
your
believe
favorite
Underground
just
also
keeps
had
going for that
members.
trigger.
I think like
So
Gene
you
Simmons from
just,
Kiss,
again, that
because
muscle memory
the
kicks
Kiss was
in, and you just want to
on
do
that
the tricks
soundtrack.
you're familiar
Mhm.
with. And so
I think he was in there
I
as
was
well.
doing
Those are-
it. I kept seeing other people doing it.
Those are
So
DLC
it
characters or
made
whatever
sense
that
okay, this is
yeah, I
what
definitely
people
would not have guessed
naturally are
wherever
gonna
in Tony
want
Hawk
to
games. So
Mhm.
Right.
interesting.
Yeah,
I
they
think
have
it's
they
gonna
have
be
some
the
crazy
same thing.
characters
There's
in
sort
there.
of this
So
blurry memory of,
I would love to see that
I
return.
know this trick.
I
That
heard she
in
was saying
4.
that they're
So,
like
we
adding
did
some
include
other
some of
moves
those
from
just because
other
people expect them to
pro
be
skier
more
games
remember
into this
timeline
remaster for I
of
think like
Mhm.
quality of life
Oh, for
essentially.
sure. You said, I think it all.
How you guys feel
was so
about that?
classic
Is
that
that like a
everyone just
welcome
remembers
thing, or
is
do you feel like
the
it'll
classic,
touch with the
pro
it'll mess
skater stuff? I
with
know
the
around the game,
with the original
you are
flow
doing
of the
some work
game?
with, like,
If you
Create a
can do
Park,
things
Create a
in
Skater,
later
and
pro
you
skaters,
talked
you know what I'm
about
saying?
the
Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
how
a
you
turn off or
surround
turn on
that
to you
and
guys
build
or.
that
I
out.
think the controls
Yeah,
with those
absolutely.
games
The
only
game has
improved
always been
as the
about
games went on.
self-expression.
So
Create a
it's
Skater
kind of
is
like
awesome.
going
The
back
tinted
with
diversity on
Crash
the faces,
or
the hair, the
with any of the
clothing,
games that have
so
been
many things that
remastered
can
recently,
really
and
pop
just
out.
sort of
Of course,
making
your
them control better.
demographics,
Because I think if you went
tribes,
back
Right.
and you played with the original
but
controls,
I'm
you probably
really
wouldn't remember
super
it as
excited about
fondly
Create a Park because the
as you
BBT
did when you were a kid, you
history
know,
modernized this
because you've just
feature.
grown
I
so
told you a bit
accustomed to
about
new
how
controls.
you
So
can
I
share
think that's
online,
a good
etc.
idea.
But
Yeah,
there are a ton of
I
nuances and
I
bugs that
agree.
you can customize your park with.
I see. I
The
see.
new
I
news
played
is
Pro
that
Skater
built in a
recently
lot of
on a
high
PS1, and
pieces, and
it's
so
fun,
Well,
but like
if you want to take a rail,
doesn't hold up.
twist it around, turn
yeah.
it into basically like a roller coaster,
Do you have
you can
access
do
to a
that.
PS1?
If you want to create
I
some
do.
Me?
crazy massive
Yeah.
mega ramp
Awesome.
that goes all the
Yes.
way up into the sky,
That is
you
cool.
absolutely can do that too. So I'm
Oh,
really
Tim is
super stoked
freaking
to
out,
see
guys.
what
Oh, I bet. Did he
Sorry,
spill a
Matt.
drink on Andy's
Tim.
computer?
they're going to be able to share
Tim
it
Geddes
online,
is
like I said,
freaking
and share
out
it with their friends.
as expected.
I can imagine one of the things that I look forward to because you can tag your parks.
He
with,
said
Honestly,
decade of
I'm-
dreams.
This is
people being
definitely the
able
decade
to,
of dreams.
Decade
go
of
to their local
dreams.
skate park and essentially build
For
it
people
with
in the
you.
chat,
So
are
if I
you
wanna
happy with
skate
this
on
announcement?
beach
Because I
road,
think
it's
all
like I
three
can
of
just
us, I know
take
Kevin
it,
isn't a big
take
Tony
it
Hawk
Chicago
fan, but
and
I
create
feel
this
like
thing
there
here.
could have
So
been worse
I'm really
announcements
looking
today.
forward to seeing
You
what
know?
people do.
It's
I was
true.
expecting Mafia.
That's
I think
amazing.
we did a lot
You
better
get to get
than
into buying
Mafia.
some stuff, Tony. I
That's
guess.
fair. Dylan Tan in the chat is a little bummed it's just a remaster. I will say, I'm glad they're doing the remasters because this is a solid foundation, and then I'm sure they're going to sell well. Then we get the new games.
Having done this, Tony,
Yeah,
does
there's
this make
definitely a
you
new
feel
game
like,
being
hey,
made right
you
now.
wanna
Especially
do
coming off
these
of
again and again
Pro
and
Skater
again, you can
5,
stop
which
and
was
they were definitely
awful.
like,
I
know
never
there
played
were
it,
a
but
lot of them for a lot
I've
of
heard
years,
that
and
it's just
sometimes
like
you could take a
terrible, like
break, but
reviewed
I
so
feel like
poorly.
people,
Mhm.
I
as you
think you
said,
kind of need to get
they all
back into
still
the
watch
good
it, right?
graces with your fans and be like, we can still make a good game, even if it's a remaster. Like we still know like the foundation of Tony Hawk,
Yeah.
Right.
and then going forward with a new game, I think they'll win back some people.
1 and 2 is the
I see.
jumping
I
off
see.
point.
honestly,
I would love to be able to do more.
I don't know why I even like considered this thought and like
like we can make this stuff
not
spectacular.
flirted, but like eyed with this idea
and
that
you know,
the
even,
new COD would
3
be
and 4, we're still only on
available
PlayStation
at
2,
this
so
show.
Yeah.
To like,
come a long
I didn't
way.
actually buy it in terms of like I was gonna tweet it out,
These
Mhm.
guys
but
truly
I did
are the best
ponder
players,
it
like,
because
they're
it's
the most qualified
definitely
players,
coming.
and,
You
Yeah.
know, like
Oh, yeah.
every time I get a
it's
new
like
version,
mid-May,
I can't believe how
and
much
we
better
are
it
due
is
for
than
like a
what
you know what is this year's COD? You know,
Mhm.
so
Right.
that's what I was kind of thinking. It was gonna be for a little bit, but then like when you actually think about it, marketing deal with PlayStation, you know, why would they? Why not roll that into some sort of event that they're doing? Because they're planning hypothetically one, you know?
Yeah, I feel like we're not far away from that, you know, because
Oh, for sure.
the exclusivity stuff is like kind of out the window, right, with the crossplay now. But marketing, PlayStation has it still, so I bet at the PS5 event they have a showcase of it.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
We usually get Call of Duty announcements, isn't it? With is it NBA semifinals or NBA finals? We
It would
usually
be with the
get.
finals, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah, 'cause
around this time, isn't it? April.
yeah,
May?
right now the finals would have been going on. I know it was planned to quote unquote start like 2-3 weeks ago, I think. So it definitely
Okay.
would have been around this
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
I will say there's some people in chat that are a little bummed, and I guess where you guys are coming from with, you know, the Xbox event recently,
That's right. We're
the
coming out
gameplay of
September
Assassin's
4th,
Creed,
and if you
I feel like
pre-order,
this is better.
today,
Like, I feel like
then
this, they
you
at least set
can,
expectations right, and
pre-order
Keighley
in
did say
general,
it's a
not
fun
just
thing.
today. You
Yeah,
can
that's true.
access
There's a
to
question I see popping up a lot.
console
There's not
from
another game
THQ
today, but there's a showcase
get
tomorrow
access
that
to
Keighley said is very
daily
important.
basis, so definitely check it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
No
think
doubt.
Your Pizza Hut
he did not
Exactly.
mince his words with tomorrow's
No,
showcase.
that's
He
the
said it
thing
was
is
going
that
to be
part of this thing with
one of the
this
most
whole
important
summer game fest
things
they
for
do is
games
people
this
are going
summer.
and they wanna,
Yeah.
Guys,
That's like very high
go to,
expectations.
events like
do
Right,
we
that
say
is-
Batman now? Like, do we say Batman now?
Oh, I would love that. I think I feel like WB would. They haven't announced like a showcase or anything, but like Ubisoft just recently did. But they were preparing for an E3 conference, weren't they? So I feel like they would
believe so.
announce
Thank you.
all their stuff maybe like in one day, similar to like what Ubisoft is doing or what Xbox
So,
did.
Keighley's wrapping up right now, I think.
Now comes the fun part.
So let's talk about our next console.
This is just the trailer they put out a few days ago, right?
Yeah. Ooh, someone in the chat says Harry Potter tomorrow.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'd be down.
Taylor Scarlett says Harry Potter tomorrow.
Yeah, so I guess we could talk a little bit about that before we head out of here today. For tomorrow, why do you think they chose to separate the Tony Hawk announcement from whatever they have tomorrow? Do you think it's like a matter of this is a big thing and tomorrow is a lot of little things? Do you think that this is... Oh, we have a schedule right here. Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, special showcase plus interview. And as Jack said, Keighley did tweet, the most important day of the summer is Wednesday. So.
Man.
That's setting some expectations.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
That like saying like, hey guys, like Monday is gonna be a fun announcement, versus saying one of the most important announcements of the summer. Like no, like
Yeah.
it's something tomorrow's gonna be. Yeah, that one's gonna be interesting, but very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's a great announcement. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a fun and cool announcement, like he was saying. Like that's the perfect way to describe those games.
Yeah, great.
Definitely cool. Definitely.
Great way to kick off the summer too. I feel like like if this is a summer game festival, I feel like a skateboarding game, specifically Tony Hawk, is like good vibes to kick off a summer event. And because Keighley like loves Weezer and Green Day, and he's just that kind of guy. Like, I wonder if the reason that he chose to break out the Tony Hawk announcement is just because he likes this vibe a lot. If it's just as simple as that.
Yeah, and I feel like with the Summer Games showcase, there's this idea of like distance between the announcements, so that even like the smaller games that may have, I wouldn't say this is a smaller game obviously, but even like the smaller games that wouldn't have gotten their due in the spotlight get their due, right? Like at E3, those smaller games kind of get cannibalized by the Batmans or the Harry Potters or whatever. So I feel like spacing them out even by like a day or two is a smart move.
Yeah, and then also maybe like, you know, the way he's talking about the event tomorrow, like what if it's not that Tony Hawk Pro Skater like isn't a big deal, right? And maybe this is exactly what he said, but like maybe whatever's coming tomorrow could have potentially like overshadowed like this announcement, you know, and they wanted like this to have their shine for the day of the news cycle, you know.
So,
but if they had it together, maybe the second day would have been something huge that would just, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is the opener to tomorrow's headline.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can see
like
that.
for the concert, this is definitely the opener. It's a great opener. Right. It's great. It's great. But then we got the big boy.
Yeah, totally.
You know? Or big girl. Yeah.
That's good.
So,
or big girl.
I guess if that's the avenue they're taking, do you think that tomorrow there's not stuff on this level, or do you think tomorrow's just all big boys that aren't doing their own event? Like, where do you think that shakes out?
I think tomorrow is gonna be a brand new game, though. I don't think it's like a remaster or anything like that. Like, I think it's gonna be like a brand new game that we'll be seeing tomorrow. But, well, sorry, Jack, I cut you off. My bad.
Oh no, I was wondering. Does the word showcase imply multiple games, or do you think it's one game with just a bunch of gameplay? Like, we're gonna show off this game and do like 15 minutes of gameplay.
That's a very good point.
Yeah,
because
I mean, he doesn't call this one showcase.
Right.
It's a sunrise reveal. You know. Showcase definitely to me, like knee-jerk reaction is multiple. You know, definitely. But yeah, like for me, yeah, like if we're gonna reveal seems more singular. You're on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I think whatever it is, it's going to be exciting. Even if it is just something smaller scale like this, and then the big ones are saved for the other events in the summer.
Yeah.
But for those that came by today, the technical problems have been ironed out, and tomorrow we're going to be reacting to whatever that is as well. So before we wrap up, biggest hope, I guess, and then do you think it will do more for you than today was, or less? Kevin first.
Okay. If it'll do more or less, I think it probably has the potential to do more for me, just because like I don't have that big of a connection towards Tony Hawk. But I am, you know, really happy to see that the first and the Pro Skater 2 are getting remastered, and I could potentially experience them. You know what I'm saying? On modern platforms and stuff like that. So it's not like this was downer at all. Like, this was just like a great thing that it is, like what Jack said. Like, it's precisely like the best way it was described. Like, it's a super fun announcement at the end of the day. You know, like this is like, I can't see people getting mad at this. You know,
I mean, I can.
Like, any grab towards it. Really?
Yeah.
Really? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe I don't have like a pulse on like the parameter of hype amongst Tony Hawk and bringing it back or making a new one, etc. But then the second question was, what do you think? What do I actually think it's going to be tomorrow?
Yeah. If it is one thing, what do you think it is?
One thing tomorrow. I mean, the way here. Let me go back and read what he said here. What is he on this? So it said. Hold on. I just want to see it real quick. I can't see it. Never mind. Oh wait, hold on. It's coming up. I think. I just want to read exactly what he said on the stream, like for the schedule. Cause there was again like some bold things that he said, like in terms of like being the most important, you know, game announcement of. Here it is. Okay, gotcha. So it's one that's not to be missed, and it's one of the most important events on the Summer Games Fest schedule.
GTA 6?
No.
So
No.
Rockstar isn't on the. I mean, they could show up, but they're not on the partner publishers at the bottom of that page.
Okay.
No, yeah, I don't see. I mean, because I feel like Rockstar. Like the only time no, I mean like they've like showed their games or stuff, but I feel like that'd be just a hey, let's change our banner and Abby the day before, and then we're gonna just come out with a trailer and everyone's gonna listen because we're Rockstar, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Okay, I think. Oh man.
Is it Mafia?
Do I double
tomorrow?
down and just say it's bad? I just don't know if. Like again, with all respect towards Mafia, of course, like. I just don't know if it's something that cannot be missed in one of the important events of the SGF schedule.
Yeah, sure.
You know, like I don't know if Mafia has that same, you know, shot. I mean, a shot to Mafia, of course. Man, I think it's. I mean, for sure, I think it's a new game.
Okay.
Also, I'm seeing right now there's a typo in the stream. That's crazy. Not that big of a deal. Jeff Keighley, what happened? Falling off. Jeff Keighley falling off. Honestly, I kind of feel like Harry Potter might be it.
That'd be cool one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter sounds a little bit more believable than Batman. Even though I want to, if it's Batman, I'll dude, I want it so bad.
Yeah.
But Jack, what do you think? I have talked entirely too long in this whole spiel.
So talking to your first question, Christian, going into this, I was expecting it to be on the smaller end of things. So I was thinking Mafia. I love Mafia 2. Don't get me wrong. I play that game so much. I am far more hyped for a remaster of Tony Hawk. I recently started skating in real life, so
oh, nice.
Definitely, this is definitely corresponding to my real life activities.
So now you just got to be a vigilante.
Oh my god, let's do it. Let's do it. Perfect time to start, honestly. But I think for tomorrow, I'm gonna go with Kevin. I feel like if this is one of the more important game announcements to be announced this summer, I feel like WB might have something to say about that. Honestly, I feel like they were preparing for their E3 press conference, which I believe was their first ever. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
So I could see them tomorrow just totally surprised, be like, whatever we plan for our E3 conference is going to be tomorrow. We're going to get Harry Potter. We're going to get Batman. We're going to get whatever Rocksteady's working on. That would be the most important summer game announcement. Like, honestly, I can't really think of anything else that could top that. Maybe GTA, but I don't think Rockstar is going to do anything tomorrow.
Yeah. It feels like it's time. I definitely think I'm with both of you that whatever it is, it's going to be a WB thing, because they probably want to use the stage of E3, and I think this is a nice like supplement for that stage. So I do think they will probably do something here. But yeah, overall, good show.
I like this a lot. Yeah, it was. I mean, do we know like how long it was? It couldn't have been that long. Right? It felt like 15, 20 minutes, something like that, right?
That was like 15, right?
Yeah, it was about 15. The trailer was like 2 minutes, and then Keighley talked with Tony and the woman from Vicarious Visions.
So far, as like the first like representation of the Summer Games Fest, you know, I think this is a great format for it. You know,
yeah.
Like, if it's gonna be like just here and there, I don't know if it's gonna be weekly, but like sporadically throughout this season, we're gonna have dedicated streams towards different games, and sometimes I think what tomorrow sounds like a showcase with multiple games. Like I think like as a format, this was very successful. Actually, liked it a lot. You know.
Yeah, totally. I think it fits this group well. You know, like it fits this format well. But yeah. Any closing thoughts as we wrap up? Or you can just shout out your Twitters.
Skater die. What else was I trying to think? What's your favorite track off of Pro Skater 1 or 2 that you are happy that's coming back in the remasters?
I'd have to look at a list for those tracks because like there's some I played it when I was so young that there's some that I could probably say all the words to, but I could not tell you what it's called.
Shout out to 2Rack005 by Bracket off of Tony Hawk's Underground. I still listen to that to this day.
Very nice.
Love to see it.
Well, yeah, thank you guys for joining today. Thank you for helping carry the stream while I was dealing with the technical issues. And shout out to everybody in the chat. We had a good showing today, and we will be back tomorrow with the showcase, whatever it's going to be. That's a little earlier tomorrow. That is 11 Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. We'll probably do the same, go live like 10-ish minutes before, talk a little bit about what we think is going to happen, and of course break it down afterward. But if you guys would like to plug anything, shout out your Twitters, feel free to do so now.
Who's going to go first? I'm very curious.
Sure.
Jack, go ahead, by all means.
So you can follow me on Twitter at Fascinated Jack.
Very nice.
You can follow me at the K Diaz123 on Twitter, THEKDIAZ123, as well as, of course, youtube.com/PlayStation Source. All the good stuff there, coverage specific towards PlayStation. So.
Very nice. And you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Chris N. Buckley. And of course, here on JoyClicks, where we have Gamescast coming up this week. Probably going to be going over just a discussion about this event, tomorrow's event, and what's coming up for Summer Games Fest. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. So thank you all for coming by again. Hope to see you again tomorrow. And that is going to do it. So God bless Keighley and God bless Canada.